Yo, what's up my fellow brethren, it's your boy Elusive and welcome back to the channel. And in this video, I made an insane GPR 91 class setup after its buff in Black Ops 6 Season 4. And I'm not gonna cap, the GPR actually now can compete with other ARs. Before, the gun was average, but now it's pretty good. It's not like the best, but it actually can put in some work if you build it correctly. And I got the 3 best builds for this gun, and I also got a crazy gameplay using one of those class setups. You guys are gonna have to see what happened. So, if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop a like and sub if you're new. But not that's over, let's get into this GPR 91 class setup, then let's get into insane gameplay right after. For the first attachment, I was running the micro reflex. Honestly, you can run whatever optic you'd like or whatever reflex you'd like. I just like the Kepler the best, or you can run the Redwell. Whatever you like, you can go ahead and run. I just wouldn't recommend running anything that nerfs ADS speed, like these attachments down here. They start nerfing ADS speed more and more, so I wouldn't recommend running any of those. But other than that, honestly, just run whatever optic you like, or you could drop the optic entirely and slap on another attachment, which I will mention at the end. For the second attachment, I was running the suppressor. The reason I ran the suppressor was to stay off radar because I play 10v10 on Nuketown Chaos, and it is just too chaotic to run around with a weapon without a suppressor on. So that's why I'm kind of like forced to run suppressor so I can flank and rotate in the back of the spawn without being instantly flooded the moment I shoot because I appear on radar. So that's why I feel like suppressor is somewhat of a must. But this is the first build. The second build is practically just dropping the suppressor and going to compensator. Both these builds are practically the same. The only thing that changed was just the muzzle from the compensator to the suppressor. So that's 2 of the builds, and both of these are good. If you want the one with no recoil, you would want to run the compensator. This makes it a complete laser. Well, I just felt like it's better in 6v6 rather than 10v10, or at least 10v10 on a bigger map, because on Nuketown I feel like it's just too small for that. So that's why I feel like suppressor is the better option. But honestly, you can run either one of these. Best 2 options for the gun. It just depends on what map you're playing and your playstyle. For the third attachment, I was running the long barrel. The reason I ran the long barrel was to increase the damage range. As you guys can see, the effective range and beyond damage range are now the exact same at 64 meters. Before, the effective range would have been around like 18 or 19 meters. And the beyond would have been 64. So that means anything at 19 meters and under would have did 23 damage a bullet. But in between the 19 meters to 64 meters, the gun would fall off to between, like, I don't know, maybe a 6 bullet time to kill and a 7 bullet time to kill. Then once it starts hitting the beyond damage, it starts dropping to like 7, 8, and 9 and further. But since they buffed the gun and got rid of the mid-range damage and now everything's the same, gun feels way better. And that's why you're going to want to run long barrel, because without it, it's 45 meters, 45.7. As you guys can see, that's almost a 20 meter difference. Long barrel must, but if you guys want another option, reinforced. For the fourth attachment, I was running the extended mag. The reason I ran the extended mag was just to have more bullets, because the gun can run out of ammo pretty fast. Its fire rate isn't like the fastest, but somehow I feel like I'm still running out of ammo fast. So that's why I decided to run the 45. But you can change this if you'd like. You can go with extended mag 2 if you want more bullets. It just nerfs your ADS speed and sprint to fire and your reload quickness even more. It's up to you, but I wouldn't recommend running any other mag because the other mags nerfed ammo capacity. And for the fifth and final attachment, I was running quick draw. Quick draw is a must on this gun because the gun's ADS speed is slower than the sprint to fire. As you guys can see, sprint to fire is 160, ADS speed is 155 with quick draw on, but without it on, it's 225. So you guys can see the drastic difference between the ADS speed with quick draw and without it. Honestly, you're gonna want to build towards ADS speed just so the ADS speed and the sprint to fire are even, and they're both good rather than one being good and the other one being absolute dog water. And quick draw just does the best at that. You can also run ergonomic. It just gives less ADS speed by 19%, but 185 milliseconds is not too bad. So if you guys want to, you can run this. I just felt like quick draw was the better option because it gives more ADS speed. But yeah, this is the class setup I was running. I already told you guys 2 class setups I run for the GPR 91. Another class setup is practically drop the extended mag and slap on the rapid fire, which increases the fire rate by 12% and boosting it to 800 rounds per minute. Helps out drastically, but since it does nerf the recoil horizontal and the vertical, you're probably going to want to drop the suppressor and slap on the compensator to help counter that. You can run the suppressor still, you're just going to have to deal with a lot more recoil after slapping on the rapid fire. But if you guys want an attachment to help counters the nerf, then you can run the compensator. You also can, if you'd like, instead of running a compensator or suppressor, you can run the underbarrel to help out with the horizontal kick. But yeah, anyways, let me know guys' thoughts in the comments about this GPR 91 class setup, and what do you guys want to see me post up on next? Whether that's a class setup for another weapon in Black Ops 6 or in Warzone, or trying out a different game like Marvel Rivals or Apex, or something else, let me know down in the comments. But now that's over, let's get into this insane gameplay using this GPR 91 class setup. Alrighty guys, we're going to be using the GPR after its buff in the release of Season 4. They got rid of the gun's medium range or medium effective damage. So now it's all just one consistent damage. So The effective damage and the beyond damage are the same. Rather than how it was before, where it would be like effective damage like 17 meters and the beyond would be like 54. So in other words, the 5 bullet time to kill would be 17 meters and shorter, and then it would start to fall off and take more bullets in the medium range and then even more in the beyond range. They got rid of that, so now the gun has the 5 bullet time to kill at every range besides the beyond range, which my beyond range I think is like what, 61 meters. So as long as it's closer or within the 61 meters, it should be a 5 bullet time to kill. Go just in your land out. Pushed up from my own spawn and he walked past my blast trap. So we got another guy running this stupid shrapnel. I think it's called shrapnel. And I got another dude sitting in the window with a sniper, dude. Throwing off my rotation. Bro. Let go of your trigger, my guy. Why did I call that up? Oh, no, never mind. They just all hit the corner at the same time! Teammate right next to the window, bruh. Bro, I'm constantly being... No, I'm slapping on suppressor. Hold on. Yeah, I don't care about the more accurate version at this point. I'm tired of being swarmed. I really am. They just see my dot, and they just all swarm me immediately. I'm tired of it. And right along with me aiming at this dude, and my sight kicks 15 feet off of him, even though I didn't even move my right stick. They just got the better team. I don't know what else to say. This dude in here shrapnel about to make me crash out.
Enemy UAV inbound. And the road. Watchdog helo incoming on your location.
This dude's sweating hard with this damn LC-10.
Hard point low. Establish top of my grid. Moving with grenade launch.
UAV in the air.
Hard point is secure. Hostile is the hard point. 15 in the box. Hard point check. Hostile is captured to hard point. Hard point locked down.
These smokes, dude. These smokes are getting rid of my target assist. If I die off the nuke, I die off of it, because I'm not doing it again. This is like my 8th game, like for real, I'm not even over exaggerating. With my team just being terrible and me getting clapped. He just tanked like 90 bullets, I guess so. Called up a harp and no one on my team can get a UAV. No, I died one off the nuke. I died one off the nuke because I tried to run away from that thing falling on my head. I'm done. I don't care. Nope. I'm not playing another game. I'm not. I'm not. These dudes are having a family vacation over here. Did I get hit by a grenade and a gun at the same time or something? Because I got flat jacket on.
Hostile UAV established overhead. Confirming kill. Hostile LDPR dropped detected.
That's why I like suppressor, because if I didn't have it, he would have slid around and shot me.
Hostile long gun neutralized. Hostiles have captured the hard.
Yeah, I feel like the GPR is average.
Incoming subjects.
Of course, it's not as if you have like 15 dudes with you in a 1v like 5 situation and you're throwing a Semtex at me. Ran out of bullets. You gotta be joking.
Attack up. Get a UAV in the air. Enemies down. Target appears hostile. Hardpoint identified.
Bruh.
Hardpoint locked. Hardpoint active.
This is not good.
Captured the hardpoint.
One after the other after the other. Hold hands. Please do.
Hardpoint is secure. Let's move. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint locked down.
Why the hell did he die?
You fucking blind!
Launching UAV.
Yeah, they are. At least my character knows that my teammates are indeed blind. Just sitting in a corner, bro.
Hostiles captured the hardpoint. Using war machine. Hardpoint is secure.
All those hit markers. Bro, the grenade launcher is some cheeks, dude.
Got me eyes in the sky.
You're telling me it only hit half?
Hostiles the hardpoint. Hardpoint locked down. That's 15. Hardpoint is in.
Taco, getting UAV in the air. Improving hellstorm mode.
Hardpoint is secure. Hardpoint active. Assault back here. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
Aguinaldo requesting LVD outside.
Hardpoint locked down.
Aguinaldo calling in UAV. Taco, getting UAV in the air.
Hardpoint is active. Hostiles have the hardpoint. EKIA. You're planning on giving up. Do it now. You're not. Get to work. Deauthorizing UAV mission. Hardpoint is secure.
This game is bullshit. No one's sitting here literally hitting a corner, climbing a window, already staring at the fucking floor. Don't have the perks to see it. No engineer, nope, just hit the corner. I just know there's gonna be a bouncing Betty here. Even though I have not thrown a bouncing Betty there the whole game in the back of the spawn. Not once. Not one. How did he?
Aguinaldo calling in UAV.
Hostile confirmed.
I don't care. I'm using this gameplay. I'm tired of it. I'm not doing another run, bro. Always have to worry about this damn shrapnel everywhere because no one's ever controlling the map. Having to sit in the house because no one pushes. And having to throw the bouncing betties in my own spawn because when I do push, enemies are magically in my spawn shooting me in my back. But I can't pay attention to forward because I have someone... Now, I always have to watch my back because of the shrapnel. So it's as if I didn't run bouncing betties at all the entire game. or should I say blast traps. That's the whole reason why I run blast traps, so I don't have to worry about my back, because no one is ever watching. Because enemies just walk through the house. Walk. They're not hiding and creeping around. They just walk in. Like walking into a convenience store, just munching on some chips. Just push open the door. Ding dong. Just sitting there chilling. That's how they walk into my spawn. Every single time. That's why I blast traps. But they did nothing towards the shrapnel. And it's been that literally every single game. Every game I played today has been the sweatiest dude running shrapnel. I got 141 kills, 33 deaths. And I don't know, let's see. I got a kill chain, 1 brutal, and 2 relentlesses. But yeah, anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you're new. Don't forget to slap on the post notifications so you miss the latest and greatest videos. And also later, guys. Peace.